the Golden Graces. It's a privilege, honor to be with you this day. This is the 17th of September, 2025. Welcome, 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 Karibu, bienvenidos. And I am so thrilled to share with you. We are finally made it to the launch of LEV AI, leveraging artificial intelligence. And I'm calling it a toolbox, an artificial intelligence toolbox that is highly accessible to anyone on this planet. This is Blake Schroeder. He's the CEO. Got quite a bit of experience, 18 years of social commerce. He's been involved with global companies and a lot of international expertise. And he is committed to innovation and rapid growth in this space for, he likes to say, social entrepreneurs. So today we're going to do some delicious kisses, keeping it super simple, educational, and silly. This is not a full presentation on purpose, intentionally. We want you to connect with us via social media to get into the more wider circle of presentations available. So if you are willing to take a look deeper, you can direct message me. Then it continue with let's this week until Saturday. But we will not be taking any questions, and it's up to you whether you want to stay till the end. I mean, as you do, come back. The CEO of DeepMind, Demis Hassabis, he says the difference here with artificial intelligence is that it's going to be 10 times better than the industrial revolution. That is a huge statement. And then he says maybe 10 times faster. Now, to be honest, I don't know if it's going to be 10 times bigger, but it's certainly going to be faster. That's pretty much what blockchain technology brings. LEV AI makes it simple for influence marketers, entrepreneurs, agripreneurs, anyone that has an enterprise that cares to launch, market, and grow their business. There's no expensive chief management officer, no agency, no complicated technical skills that are required. And as I said, Blake likes to talk about social entrepreneurs, which is a great term. But when we, those of us who are in this space, the various, what he calls fragmented marketing tools, this is true. Because what he has in his toolbox is all in one platform. Otherwise, you have to go out and obtain each one of these tools separately. That's the fragmented piece. And pay for them individually, other individual platforms, and that can become quite costly. And then you do have to deal with the onboarding and the integrating of the product, which can be sometimes intimidating and exhausting, as we call burnout. It takes time. And it's actually a challenge to bring in leads and keep clients. It's time consuming. Maybe I'll say it that way. It's a little more challenging. and there's no real clear guide to grow an audience, which is true. You really have to come with your own plan and your own process, or beg, borrow, steal one from a mentor or someone else, a business coach, to kind of get oriented and navigate waters of what it means to build a business and keep leads. So this is a solution. It's a virtual artificial intelligence solution. That's what I call it. Toolbox solution. It finds one in a position where you're poised to build, maintain a client list, I call it, a book of business. That is a lot easier. And by doing so, you have confidence within the platform as to what you're doing, what you're saying, and engaging, cultivating cross-pollinating business relationships. Removes the barriers where sometimes many of us may feel a little bit stuck, as they say. And then there's the consistency that is often necessary to keep people engaged. So staying from your clients, checking in with them. And so that really minimizes the fear of failure, or in some ways practically removes any fear of failure. Because you got someone with you, your virtual twin. So that consistency brings momentum. Everything you need in one place. It's accessible. So it's a virtual artificial intelligence toolbox that's accessible. It's accessible for your online presence and consistency. It's accessible with maintaining a relationship and cultivating relationships with your clients. It's accessible in the rapidity it takes to build a quality website. Many of us know how much time and energy resources that takes. Reminders in order to build one's business. And then there's a lead database over 2 billion. I don't know how they did that, but they do have it for future clients. So therefore, we're doing a preventative type of approach. We're being proactive in such your success is already laid out for you. Consistency, connecting with clients, engaging in social media in seconds, using artificial intelligence. So this is where the leverage comes in. Leveraging. If you know anything about leveraging, it is physics, where you can move something heavier with minimal effort. That's what leveraging is. You can post directly to your profile in a simple manner. You can import contacts via a screenshot, and then the platform will profile and suggest ways of engaging. It will track all your interactions and then remind you, provide reminders when it's time to follow up. So you can forego having to do a bunch of tap, tap, typing with your smart device. This really eliminates a lot of time resource. So this is a contact enhancement feature it's called. And so want to make sure you are aware of that. And the solutions carried forward with an artificial intelligence powered it's a website all about your business. Click and go. You can have a branded site, posted, published, lead funnel, all using artificial intelligence. It nudges you, prompts you, enables you to stay consistent, and then you got it. You have a health track to follow up. And then this is the one that I love where you can use artificial intelligence to message and engage people. It needs to be in bold and gold to emphasize how significant this part is. Many of us talk about fortune, then you follow up, and that's what you need. So as I mentioned already, there's a database already embedded here for you to explore. It's full of potential clients and will keep you flowing and thriving. Yeah. I want you to get a little more what I'm going on. You can search by geography, your interest, gender, and much more. So this is the stratosphere piece that I love so much. I already mentioned it. My favorite is to have your own virtual twin, your own avatar. One that looks like you, sounds like you, looks like you. If you don't like what you have to offer personally, you can create your own avatar. There's a library for that. And then not only that, there's scripts available. You can create one or get one. So it's up to you. And then to put the cherry on top of the cake, you are able to converse in multiple languages. Now, I don't know anywhere else you can get this. Maybe they do have it. I'm sure there'll be some folks after this that want to copy. But at this time, I can speak, I don't know, over 50 languages. Yeah, that's awesome. So here's a little example what they're showing. You want to use a nice photo of yourself. You are absolutely in full control of what you look like, sound like. Get a flattering picture of yourself, and then it comes to life. That's your virtual twin. And I think this is the fun part where you will get to speak in languages, looking at yourself. And we mentioned the library, the section here with backgrounds, attire, and so on. You give your twin script. The AI can help you write one, if you will. Your voice is also a twin. You record a 15-second clip of your voice, or you can pick a voice. It's up to you. You set the tone, you set the emotion. So I'm going to play it now with this virtual twin who is speaking Hindi. Yeah. Okay, so there are packages that are involved. It's $19 to register, and then you can decide to get a package, if you will. I think it's best to, quote, leverage yourself optimally so to get the pro. You got an AI video with your likeness, your voice. You have a writing assistant to post and email, engage with clients. You can have multiple profiles, multiple businesses, multiple enterprises. You brand your voice, your colors, your teams, whatever. You have a social media growth and engagement. There are social tools available to craft, create posts in seconds. You can get noticed. It has its own CRM, your client relationship manager. You can screenshot, import your client, profile enhancement, and gather information, research your client, and then you get tips on how to engage. There's a web builder involved, instant web builder to create, publish a website for your business in minutes, with a link capture, images, and everything else you need to do a lead funnel. There's an enrich, enhance CRM, client relationship management. I already mentioned the lead funnels. Searchable prospects, clients. There's a 2 billion searchable database with profiles already embedded. You can get a lead on more teams. In other words, you can invite collaborators, cross-pollinators, other enterprises, and contacts, coach, train, educate, whatever it is that you need to do with your enterprise. You'll have a team library, a digital archive of videos, assets, courses, and it can be by invitation only. And last but certainly not least, my favorite is your Virtual Twin, an interactive version of you with your coaching and your thought leadership. I think this is alone worth it to get the flow because you cannot be awake 24/7, 365. This entity, virtual assistant, basically works in your stead. Who can match that? I'm sure there'll be some folks that attempt to, and you will train your avatar to have all the information that entity needs, that artificial intelligence needs to represent you. Mm. So this slide goes into a brief breakdown, itemization of potentially these numbers. I think are a bit on the shallow side of what it will cost. Even if they say it's at that amount, that's pretty low to me to have to secure, usually on a monthly basis, all these various elements. I'm thinking maybe like 1,000 a month to do it, and here you get a nice price. You know, basically just under you get the price. So I do believe it's unmatched value, very strong added value for everyone, globally accessible in this planetary parish. I think there's potential for satisfaction at high levels. We have the consistency that's embedded, which provides stability with one's business. And if you decide you want to share it out, you can get some passive residual, some Kiyosaki cash flow. So here he's just saying, hey, you need folks involved with the gig economy. So potential we really are seeking folks who are already with a mindset of entrepreneur, the gig economy, the freelancers, and non-employer businesses. There's a lot of projections. I'm not really one to play a lot with projections, but they're saying 2.1 trillion, another 8 years. Freelancers, I like statistics that are 7 million, and then we have 3 million non-employed businesses. But I will say, it's been my experience that in the poorest places of the planet, people have no choice but to be entrepreneurs because there's no job. So I don't necessarily go by these statistics because I've traveled and I've seen the genius, the ingenious, industrious nature of human beings. I've seen little kids make their own toys out of trash. They don't have the opportunity to go to a Walmart and get a toy. They create a toy. So I can't really go by this. But I do know that the poorest people on the planet are some of the most ingenious people you ever want to see. And some of the happiest people you ever want to meet. Yes, it is. There you go. So in the more extended presentation, they give a more rounded, expansive view of what you can do with rewards. I'm not going into that too much of this money part. If you wish to know more, you can find the LEV AI channel and they have it all there. Or you can message me. I'll give you an invitation on Zoom. So we're launching today. So there is a pre-launch first movers advantage to get in today. And I will put my link in the chat here shortly. So you can sign up. And they're talking about the beta testing, all this stuff. This is old as of today. You won't need this slide because it's about the final design and the beta testing. That's finished. That's completed because we're launching today. You're going into the back office here. There'll be reports, tools, sharing links, all kind of stuff they're supposed to be showing us today. Yeah. This is talking about you can organize the people who have enrolled and the multilingual aspect to support it is available. Here's a list of all the languages. There's more coming. I love that. And recently the company secured a love relationship with PayPal. And that will be because we want to make sure people can operate on a global scale. So here, this is where I wrap it up. There is a 90-second sizzle video available. You can screenshot this if you want, write it down, or you can get another kiss hopefully we offered some kisses for education and schooling. This is 90 seconds sizzle. Mhm. And I'm going to say thank you so very kindly for your time and your attention. Just put the link there in the comments, and I appreciate your love and support. All of the circles, sister circles, sisterhood, these so many people, so much you mean, so many circles that I'm connected to. Medical circle, veterinary medical circle, women of African women theologians, anyone that comes today. I so appreciate, love you so very much. When we continue, we guided, gifted, and governed. One spirit, one love, one oneness. And so it is. So, shalom. Amen.